Retard.
Hello, good evening. It's very quiet in chat at the moment. Hope you're all well. Hope somebody is here. Welcome to snowy Helsinki. And Dr. Fred, hello to you. Nice to see you. Right, it looks cold. Finos, hello to you too. How are you doing? Man. Not sure if Nikotiv will show up today, but ugh. He lives in the Helsinki. Boy, that looks... Hey, Aeroflyer, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are here today in our trusty and beautiful Maddog MD-80, or 88 I should say. Nice. It's an update, or updated version, so looking forward to trying it out. Let's hop into the flight deck. Alright, now with us today, hey AR Simulations, how you doing? With us today we have our trusty first officer, Luigi. So let's see if we can get him into the flight deck. Dr. Fred, why? Well, come on, it's a season, right? So, first of all, let's switch on the battery. So we got the APU there, and the battery was Oh no, hang on, that's the battery, right?
Hi, Captain. How are you today?
Ah, Luigi! Buonasera! Ah, there we go. That's my light. So that's the battery on and locked. So, let's establish ground power, shall we? Let's go interphone, interphone. Oh, hang on. Does that work here? Do we have to go through the EFB, as a matter of fact? Hey, Yoda! Wipers on, yeah. Setup. No. Aircraft services. Ground. GPU. There we go. Where's my dome light? Or my kind of... galley... Man, I've not flown this for ages. Lilo, hey, how you doing? I've not been here for ages. Hey, I was Scotsman and Airbus fan, hello. No, seriously, Airbus fan, you got a new machine. Nice. What did you get? And Sanders, hello. Where's the kind of storm lights or dome lights? Can't find that. Alright, anyways, we're supposed to put the parking brake on. And so Luigi is already doing his thing. I have no idea. So I'm looking for the dome light, but I can't see it. Panel light, floodlight. Got a floodlight? Panel light? Yeah, like thunder. Is it called thunderstorm lights? Ah, there we go. Ah, found it. That's what I wanted to have. Right. I love how Luigi is doing all of his good stuff there. So we can actually concentrate on...
Hello, Black Box.
...programming the MCU. Hey, look who's here. Lee, how you doing? Wie geht's dir? Gute wie? Nice to see you. Now, the update has brought along a couple of improvements. However, I don't see anything...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
...new here.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the
Hey,
first
Sim
class
Caesar,
cabin,
nice to see you.
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hello Black Box and friends. BB711 beloved.
Thank you so much, Sim Caesar, for the 47 months. Good lord. Yeah, so Sim Caesar, whenever you feel like it or have time again to see, yeah, I'd love to do a shared flight in the 747 with you. Absolutely. I've got holidays, so I'm pretty free on time. Man, Luigi's really going at it now. Blimey.
Overspeed.
Yeah, he loves those bells and whistles.
Overspeed.
Alrighty. So, give you a quick overlook over the flight plan, shall we? So, we've got the...
TCAS system test, okay.
Hey, Airbus fan. 12900K, very nice. RTX 1390, also nice. Nice. Yeah, good rig, Airbus fan. I guess that's quite an update from the previous one that you have. You're going to notice so much better performance with that. Fantastic. Right, so 1 hour, 25 minutes to Oslo. Oslo has a new scenery available from... it's JustSim, isn't it? JustSim Oslo.
Landing gear.
We'll see about it later. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just memes, yeah. So there we go. 4.2 is what we need as a minimum fuel value with a zero fuel width of 52.1. And I have already added... Oh, disregard. What did I just say? That's the final fuel there, 4.2. So we need a whopping 11 tons takeoff fuel. And let's add another 500 kilograms for taxi.
Restart check completed to the line.
Grazie mille, Luigi. And when you go outside, don't forget your hat. It's cold. So 11.5, I think we would be good as a block fuel. Weather in Oslo is as follows. Good visibility, few 1000, overcast. Overcast, 2400, 1 degrees. High pressure, and they're expecting some light snowfall, but nothing major. And here in Helsinki, you can see it's 060 at 4, so ILS 4 right is in use. We've got approach here, and QNH is 1036. Fantastic. Cool. Right, so let's go main again, and let's refuel the aircraft. And November 108 Pablo, hello to you, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to de-ice the aircraft later on for sure. So we want... Let's see, can I type something in here? Fuel on board, so I want... That's 8.4 almost, so I want another 3.1 in the center. Is that even possible? Fuel requested. How can I request a fuel here? Do we need to do that for the external app? Let's try the pre-flight. GSX. Okay. Let's do the init request. Hey, Vacaro, how you doing? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Doesn't that go through SimBrief? I thought they would do that through SimBrief. No, Yoda, that doesn't work here. That was in P3D. So yeah, I'll do that through the external app. So that should be, we are connected, and zero fuel weight around 52 tons.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so let's do Actually, let's do 1,000 there, cargo, 1,000 cargo there. That brings us to 53 almost. That's a bit much. So let's do 700, 700, 500, 500. There we go. Now the fuel, total fuel. So let's do that. Right, save and sync. Yeah, that's FS2 Crew, it's called. Oh, wow. Hey, Clear Takeoff. Thank you much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. What have you been up to? Welcome, everyone. Right, we're trying to figure out the latest update from the Maddog. And trying to remember things from P3D, but I guess that's maybe not the best thing to do. I remember that there was... Oh, hang on. Do we need doors open, right? So let's do cargo mid-aft. There we go. I don't need stairs. Oh, really? Hang on. So clear takeoff. Well, maybe you can help me out then. Just quickly. I don't want to keep you too long if you're busy. So for the fueling, how did you do that? Fueling and loading. Imagine him asking, what? Hang on, come on. He can't be that bad. He can't be worse than me. So that's fuel on board. So I'm trying to sync again. Is that the right livery? Ah, I think I have the wrong livery in the... Ah, that's why. Yeah, okay. Right, let's do this then through the weight and balance here. Let's see. So let's do... that. And then we've got a PAX payload. There we go. Yeah, that's working. So I can see the aircraft actually move. So we wanted to have a zero fuel weight of around about 52. So that means we need about 53 tons takeoff weight. 63 tons takeoff weight. There we go. I think that'll do. That's what I was wondering. Hang on, let me see. Return. And Milton, hey. No, all good, all good. So pre-flight, weight and balance. Well, I can try that. So that's trip fuel 4465. 65. Well, that's just for the fuel though, isn't it? Taxi, let's do 500 because it's going to burn some fuel with the APU. And then the block fuel was 11.5. Send. And then we want GSX for the fueling. Real Airbus pilot suggested on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, so probably not, no.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Right. Now, this doesn't move, though. That's so weird. Hey, Berner. Greetings to Helsinki. Is it really that cold? I mean, it's saying light snow. Don't know if that's a good representation of what it's real in real life. Are we going to cross Swedish airspace? Yes, for sure. I can give you an overview. That's how we're flying. Taking off from Helsinki, westbound. And we'll be north of Stockholm. And then, yeah, we'll go across and then to Oslo. Ah, okay, so Philip, no, I know Tremonia. Yeah. Yeah, so how can I help? No, that's not a DME arc, that's a ANA for arrival routing. Now, let me try something here, guys. Let me go and have requests.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
Hey, Eternal.
YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Eternal, thank you so much for the 11 months here on YouTube. Right, so I've actually now synced use SimBrief for fuel, route planning, and ACARS OFP. So let me try that again. The question is, though... Ah, you see, that's the thing. So SimBrief, I need my pilot ID. And I guess that's the ID number, correct? Yeah, that was not filled out in...
Fuel truck is in position.
So, right, and another question is, now if I put Hoppy code in now, will it still work, or do you need to restart everything? So, oh, it doesn't have my code in it anyways. Interesting. Why is that? What's the music? Hello? What's that music? You're joking. That is from... Right, I'm going to try to get another pre-flight going in here. In data. I have no idea where that's coming from, honestly. I don't have a browser open. I don't have... We've traced the music, it's coming from inside the plane.
Hi guys, here is the load sheet for you.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Ah, that's FS2 crew. Yeah, that's FS2 crew. If I dial down the music from there. Lol, that's so funny. And Macan, thanks so much for the 10 months here. Macan, thanks for the support. Right, let's try that. Oh, does that work with SAS as well? SAS 711. No. Louder. So we're going Echo Fox Hotel Kilo. And we're going to Echo November Golf Mike. So we're on real time, so we're supposed to go 17:45, and we're set 1 hour and 45, let's say. Flight ID. Alright, let's see if that works. No, that's still the old one. That's... I don't know... So that's not working. Yeah, SimCaesar, thank you. I found out it's the FS2 crew. So if you want, let me just go and get the settings here. And then I can maybe switch off. But that's definitely FS2 crew. Flight plan through the EFB. God, let's stop, thank you. Echo November Golf Mike confirm. No, that's just the thing. I can't import it either. It's so weird. I would have expected something, you know, to have changed, but flight plans tried that way. Alrighty. Now, hold on. Flight plan. No, that's still the old one. Right. We'll do it through the hey Ricardo, how are you doing? We'll do it through here. So I need about, we said this much, so that's that's about what we wanted. So let's do that. GSX. Right, so let's do
Boarding requested.
that. Doesn't have toga buttons. So for takeoff, you see these here? Yeah, so these are the toga buttons, if I remember correctly. All right,
Do
let's.
you want a board crew?
There we go.
Pilot's boarding starting.
So let's do this. We are going from. Echo Fox Echo Foxtrot Hotel Kilo. And we are going to Echo November
Crew boarding starting.
Mike. So departure arrival. So from the ATIS, current ATIS, we have Lima. ILS approach 4 left for arrival, departure 4 right. So 4 right it is. And we are expecting the departure route ADIV for Charlie. And then from there, Adivo, we are expecting Yankee 365. And then we're going to Pogok.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Pogok. And then direct Iburi. What? Iburi on the other side. So Iburi. And then we're going November 623.
Good morning.
And then Iseba. And from there, it is the 4 Lima arrival, runway 1 right we are expecting. So departure arrival. Execute departure arrival index. And ILS 1 right. And it's the 4 Lima. Siren, we'll have a look in a minute in the change log. Well, mainly they said they have brought up the Microsoft version to the same level as the P3D version. So apparently things like ACARS, CPDLC, that sort of stuff apparently is working as well now. So we're coming via InSoft transition. Execute. Let's have a look at the Lex page. So that's the departure route and the arrival route. Okay, so for our departure, let's check that with our chart. So we've got Adivo for Charlie. That's via the waypoints. Hotel Kilo 416. Lulap, max 250 knots. And then it's Hotel Kilo 911. And then further on to Adivo. Initial climb 4,000 feet. Should we dial that in here already? So 4,000 feet. And it's already armed, which is good. And then that's fine. That's all we need. Hey, Darian. The weather right now is as follows. So we got temperature 0, QNH 1036, and wind is northeasterly with about 5 knots. Thank you, Yoda. Oh, he already set the QNH. Nice. So just going to adjust that just a tad. 103.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you look at your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments.
Right, we've got Wetleys crew, by the way, in case you're wondering why they are speaking Italian.
To the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also review the instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
All right, full immersion today. We'll take Helsinki 14.2. No, it's Italian. So again, we got the fuel, we got the weights, 63 tons. And so we'll do performance, airport. Oh, hang on. Don't tell me the jetway has moved again. No, it's still there. It's just a bit misaligned. So we'll take Helsinki. And runway 4 right. Takeoff weight about 63,000 kilograms. And QNH is 1036. We'll take 35. The wind will leave calm. Temperature 0. And anti-eye is definitely on. Packs on. And condition is going to be medium, since it is a bit snow covered. So medium. Runway length, reduction nothing. Runway end nothing. Takeoff. Let's do that. Calculate. Now, since we do have a snow covered runway, we have to do Toga power normally. Yeah, it's definitely snow covered here. So, hey John, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Big shout out to John. So, there we go. And so takeoff it says, right? Norm takeoff flap 4. What? Can we change that? Let's take 11, I think is a good value, isn't it? Or 13? 11? Well, Milton, for me, with my real-world flying, the procedure is to have packs off to save fuel, obviously. However, depending on certain circumstances in real life, I'm talking regarding the conditions at the airport and so on, I may decide actually to have packs on. So it's a very hot day, people want air conditioning, that sort of stuff. That's when you have the packs on for takeoff. John, it was a good house in Maddog. Well, to be honest, John, I was a bit, I don't know, I just could not get the loading to work the way I wanted it to. Hello. Hey, Andreas, maybe that was because I hadn't entered the sim brief stuff prior to starting the the Maddog. Also, I don't find my aircraft ID here in the Maddog manager, so maybe it's because of the liveries that I haven't installed yet. And if I go to manage liveries for the variant MD82, it doesn't give me any. Kind of strange. All right. So we're going to go with performance data. And the cruising level, according to flight plan, was 320, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, 320 it is. So 320 in there. Fuel is about 11,650. So that's 11.6. Oh, and normal. Hold on.
Morning.
A broke box. Oh. No, all good. All good. But I guess it's just me not reading through everything prior. Zero fuel weight. Let's have a look here. It's 51.4. And then we've got gross weight 63 tons, correct. And the reserves. Reserves you'll find here. Alternate 3 tons and final 1.4. So 4.4 is what we need for reserves. Transition 4,000. 5,000 is correct. Cost index, according to flight plan, is not defined, so we'll leave 35 in there. And the cruise wind is 255 at 50. So a bit of westerly wind. And the temperature at cruise is minus 56. Oops, minus 56. Top of climb. So it's a little bit colder than ESA. Hey Stepke, nice to see you. Yeah, I've had a nice 1 week fast. Actually held through. So yesterday I started eating again. Yeah, it went really well. Really happy. Felt really good. So there's no second page there. So for the last part, let's do a full takeoff EPRs 1.94, flap 13, and 127, 140. Man, that's a bit delayed with input. I'm quite used with the Phoenix where it goes really quickly. And there's just a little lag. 149. That means I have to be patient, which is not my strong point. So that's that done. 27. So that should be on here as well. 27. Yeah, correct. And then normally the speed buck we would set at what was it? 220 or something? Or 250? Let's go 220. Ah, no, so it doesn't. Thanks for the tip. So that's on Twitch, is it? Hang on. Is it Twitch or... Yeah, that's Twitch. Okay, I need to check that. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, it's 250, I think, on the departure route, correct? Yeah, 250. Yeah, but that's a steep turn, so I'd rather have 220 initially, maybe. Yeah, let's go 220 initially. Cool. Rightio. That's that. Let's get the clearance. Tower is 18.6. It depends. Here, normally, I'm not sure if that... that's the case. Because V2 plus 10, you have a speed bug there. Yeah, not in a Mad Dog. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, so 149 is V2, and I'm pretty sure if I look at the bug there, that's 150, isn't it? No, actually, no. Yeah, I don't know. It's not plus 10, though. That's plus 5 or something. Alrighty. So last thing I want to do here is go do that. So we have takeoff there. Well, that's all good. And let's get the clearance. Where's the pen? There it is. Helsinki Tower, very good evening from Scandinavian 711. Stand is 22, information. Lima received requested clearance, please.
Scandinavian 711, you get to Oslo, Katemoen, runway 04 right, Adivo, for Charlie departure. Climb 4,000 feet and squawk 6401.
Scandinavian 711 is clear to Oslo, Adivo, Fort Charlie, departure, climb initially 4,000 feet and the squawk 6401.
Scandinavian 711, clearance correct.
So 6401 is in the box, 4,000 feet.
That's okay, 3226 runway vacated by Whiskey Kilo.
Ticket 3226, Helsinki. Are you cargo passenger class?
Passenger aircraft flight ticket 3226.
Hey, Adventum.
3226, Roger.
I'm such a project.
Do Whiskey, Golf, the Papa Golf, also 04 right.
I'm just going to dial down the...
6 Whiskey Golf, Papa Golf, Hotel, runway 04 right, left ticket 3226.
Do PA and FA announcements do both native and English languages on their flights international? Normally they do. Yes. Yeah, so if I do my PA, it's German and English, but of course there's airlines that only do an English one. It depends. But I'm pretty sure that you have to do English, right? I'd be very surprised if... yeah, if you don't do English announcements. Okay, so let's have a look. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Grazie mille. We are cleared via the Adivo Fort Charlie departure, climbing 4,000 feet. Waypoints have been checked. RNAF departure. We need RNAF GNSS, which we have. RNAF 1 is required. If we go index and position. Oh, that's not automatic. Interesting. Right, we can see that we do have GNSS 1, so that's all fine. The safety card has to be English only. Okay, interesting. The sector altitude around Helsinki is fairly low, 2,200 feet, and the extra fuel is 2 tons. Taxi out. We're going to push back. Let me get the chart here. So we'll push back onto Alpha Delta, and taxi out very likely would be Alpha Delta, and then Zulu all the way down, and we'll take full length. Actually, Zulu Romeo is fine, or Zulu Tango, both of these are fine. And we'll have the aircraft de-iced, obviously, before departure. Hey, Green Dot Foxtrot. And I guess engine failure is just going to be straight out. Procedure says it is straight out. 038 degrees, 25 miles to hold or radar vectors, 1700 is the engine acceleration. And we also have NADP 2 here. So actually I can check whether or not I've already set that. NADP 2, let's put 1700 here. Yeah, exactly. So if I do an announcement regarding go around, it's pretty much a non-emotional announcement, factual based. So I'll see, as you notice, we had to abort the approach. The reason being blah blah blah. We are in the pattern, expecting a landing in about 10 minutes time. That's it. So let's do index. Takeoff. Just wondering, is there anywhere that I can do? I'd be very surprised if that's the case. Right. Actually, I'm on holiday, Green Dot Foxtrot. I'm on holiday until end of the year. Any questions?
No questions.
Pre-start check below the line.
Cover end pins.
Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
QNH 1036 set. Checked.
Fuel oil hydraulic quantity.
Checked.
Zero fuel weight.
Checked. Checked. Oh, set and checked. Set and checked.
TRP.
Takeoff.
Stabilizer.
Right, so that's something. That's 13 set. CG is there. Is that correct? Let's have a look here real quickly. Let's just make sure that we have that correctly set.
Cross runway 04 right and via Alpha Charlie, send 26 Leipzig Air 3226.
Yes, 13.4. Yeah, that's correct. So we'll set the trim. He said anything but stabilizer. Seven set. Set and checked.
Flaps takeoff selector.
After departure 119 at the one, what to do next?
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Restart check below the line completed.
Grazie mille. So, next will be the before start check. So let me start the APU. Hey Quas, how you doing? Nice to see you. I hope you're well. Init menu RCAS Receive messages. Load sheet. Flight plan. Yeah, that's all owed. There we go. I've got to get all the doors closed, man. Good thing I looked outside. So, all those closed. Yeah, I think we need either ground power off or... but I think we need hydraulics for that, don't we? Is it trans or do we need aux as well? Hey Henrik, how you doing? Is it aux then? Alright. There we go. Thank you. There we go, there we go. Stowed, fantastic. Forward main closed as well. Good. Anti-collision light on. Before start check.
Parking brackets.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Stand by. Tower Scandinavian 711, stand 23, requesting push and start.
Scandinavian 711, start by pushback is approved facing northwest, coordinate 1036.
Start push approved facing northwest, QNH 1036, Scandinavian 711. Right, northwest, all good. Approved. So now Luigi does everything he needs to do. I'll do... Thanks, guys, yeah, for the...
Before start check completed. Ready for engine start.
Grazie mille, Luigi. We'll just get...
The icing vehicles are coming now.
Scandinavia 711 is cancelling pushback.
Scandinavian 711, say again.
We're cancelling pushback. We need to de-ice the aircraft.
Scandinavian 711, de-icing is on April 8th, near runway 04 right.
That is copy, thank you. Now I have to do it here, so I should have said something else. Very dark airport. Well, I mean, it's not that dark. So let's make sure that we have the APU air off, so that we don't contaminate the passengers. Now the landing is 1036 as well, or something in that region, or 30 or something. So we'll put that there already. There we go. So that's about the landing QNH. We'll do.
We are ready for taxi now.
So we'll do type 4.
5 Kilo Juliet, taxi via Alpha Charlie, Zulu to Zulu Romeo, also 0 for right.
It's just zero ice. So if we had to de-ice it, according to Maddog, it will say it will give us a contamination here, or what?
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment. We begin treatment now, and observe fluid type 4, concentration at 75%. I will call you back when ready.
Yeah, it is high QNH, yeah. Well, it is snowing. So we don't have much snowfall. We have, I know it's the wrong place, but the problem is I can't do it with engines running, so I have to do it now. Medes, good Addons. Yeah, it's pretty loud, sorry for that, yeah. Well, that's a question, CDE on final. That's the question. Blame GSX, yeah. We can blame them often.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing code is fluid type 4, concentration at 75%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Good day.
Finley 56 Papa, you get Rovaniemi, runway 04 right, Defru, for Charlie departure. Drive 4,000 feet and squawk 56.
ATC is a bit quiet, isn't it?
0562.
Or was it just me?
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake set.
Testing 1, 2, 3, so my... Ah, there we go, that's why.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Now it's 404. Scandinavian 711, stand 23, request pushback.
Scandinavian 711, pushback start is approved facing northwest.
Push start approved facing northwest. Thank you, Scandinavian 711. So the cool thing is, I already pre-planned the pushback.
Completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, that's true. That is cool. Tabanji! Hey, nice to see you. How you doing? And Nick, how are you doing? Is it white now, Nicotive, at Helsinki? Do you have extra snow on the ground?
Locking gear.
Okay, so a bit north of Helsinki, it's got good 10 centimeters of snow. Okay, got it. Yeah. Hey, Rusty. Yeah. Although I do feel a bit tense.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake set.
Yeah, right. We'll give that today because it is snow covered. So yeah, we'll wait for the engine start. Hey, Deklenk, when the aircraft's on stand is covered by ice or snow, would take that weight into account for max ramp weight? No, Deklenk, no. So it's always assumed that you get rid of all the contaminants. So even the max ramp weight, it doesn't go in that, no.
Nordic 5 kilo Juliet, Alpha 804 right.
5 kilo Romeo, line up 1 way, terminal 04 right, Nordic 4 kilo Juliet.
Oh no, you got COVID, no. Debanji, all the best wishes, hope you recover quickly.
Finland Papa, stand 30, request push stand.
Finland 56 Papa, start and pushback is approved facing southwest, coordinates 1036.
Yes, pushing started, facing southwest, coordinates 1036, Finland Papa.
Set parking brakes.
Right, so parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
So, let's start the engines. Start right engine.
Starting right engine. Right start valve open. N2. Oil pressure. N1.
Welcome aboard the
Fuel
Captain
on.
Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks,
Fuel flow.
snacks and
AGT.
premium flight entertainment will
Right
be
start
served.
valve closed.
Thank you.
Hey Ingo, good evening. And thank you so much to Magus, coming in 59 months. Magus, hope you are doing good. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Start left engine.
Stabilizing. Starting left engine.
Jefferson, I know,
Stabilized.
right? It's always fantastic having him here.
Left start valve open. N2. Oil pressure.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Finnair 1
N1.
November, de-icing completed, request taxi. Taxi to Hollywood, Zulu Romeo.
Fuel on.
Taxi Zulu Romeo, 1 November. Nordic 5 kilo Juliet, wind 05,
Fuel flow.
3 knots,
AGT.
runway 04 right.
Left start
take
valve
off.
closed.
After departure, Helsinki radar 119.1. Have a safe flight, Wakku.
Nordic 5 kilo Juliet, for takeoff 04 right, departure, contact Helsinki radar 119.1. Kiitti, moro.
Start Tower Oscar Whiskey India, ILS 04 left, follow approach.
Stabilizing.
Once again,
Stabilized.
ladies and gentlemen,
Oscar Whiskey
welcome on board
India,
our
wind 0503, 3 knots, runway 04 left,
Disconnected.
low approach.
Wipe has been removed.
After low approach, 4000 feet and heading
Left
010.
is clear. Right is clear.
04 left clear low approach, after low approach, heading 010, 4000, Oscar Whiskey India.
Require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs
Nice.
and posted. Placards fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tipping to the buckle.
The buckle. I love that. After start check.
Finnair Fox 6 Papa, taxi
Ignition.
Victor Golf, Zulu, to
Off.
Zulu Romeo, 120.
Electrical loads.
Checked.
Air condition supply.
For door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide.
Repeat, Finnair Fox 6
Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle.
Auto.
The cabin is pressurized.
Galley power.
On.
There is a loss of cabin pressure.
Eyes protection
A valve
panel.
will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen.
Could you repeat, Finnair Fox 6 Papa?
Finnair 5 Papa, taxi via Victor Golf, Zulu, to Zulu Romeo, 120 right.
By pulling on the ends. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your set bottom cushion may be used as a
Engine anti-ice on.
Pneumatic cross feed valve levers.
upon exiting the aircraft. Place your arms around the cushion
Finnair 6 Hotel Alpha, ready for pushing.
Open.
Flight controls.
Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or laboratories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your
Flight control check.
Finnair Hotel Alpha, clear to push and start. Facing southwest, QNH 1036. Southwest, QNH 1036.
Flight controls check completed. Set and checked.
Hydraulic pumps and press.
Checked. High. Set and checked.
Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Removed.
All clear signal.
Received.
Flaps slats.
So let's see, that should go to 13. That looks good. Set.
After start check completed.
Alrighty, so let's do the taxi clearance. Scandinavian 711, request taxi.
Scandinavian 711, taxi Alpha Delta, Zulu, to Zulu Romeo, hold short 04 right.
Alpha Delta Zulu, Zulu Romeo, and hold 04 right, Scandinavian 711. Right, so as expected, we're going to go Alpha Delta Zulu, Zulu Romeo, and we'll hold short of 4 right. We are clear on the left.
We are clear on the right.
So quiet in the cockpit. Right, brakes are working. So let's concentrate on taxiing. Oh, that's interesting. That's a nice bug. The lights.
right, clear of takeoff after departure, Helsinki radar 119.1, Finnair 1 November, moikka.
Moikku.
Wow, those lights. There you go. Gotta go here. No, Rusty. No, Rusty, that is FS2 crew.
Whiskey India, Helsinki radar 119.1.
Radar 91, Oscar Whiskey India.
Right, here we are on Zulu. How do I get that a bit lower?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight infotainment.
The Kushu, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kushu, thank you. Thanks for the 9 months on Twitch. Hey, Jin Gordon. Taxi check.
Fuelite.
Off.
Flaps and slats.
Checked. 13 degrees takeoff.
APR bus and TRP.
Papa, Wind 0503 not runway 04 right, clear to takeoff. After departure, Helsinki radar 119.1.
No changes. Oh, sorry, set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
No changes. Verified.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guiding system navigates.
Set and checked.
FMS.
Set. Pre-flight completed.
APUR and master switch.
Off. Both off.
Bracket temperature and pressure.
Checked.
Taxi check completed.
So we're looking for Zulu Lima. I'm a bit concerned that the light is bugged here. I see
Set.
that. I see that quite often. Yeah, so there's several add-ons that have difficulties with the lighting from the flight deck, it seems. I've seen it somewhere else. No, the outside is fine. That's fine. Right.
Alpha Charlie,
So Zulu 9, and here should be Zulu Romeo. Land up, wait, runway 04 right, Scandinavian 711. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Lineup check.
Cabine.
Secured.
Windows.
Left side closed.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
Red Nose 2524,
Set to both.
Red Nose 2524,
Both.
clearance 019.
Air condition supply.
Auto.
2524.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Wow, what a lineup. I'm full rudder. I can't steer the aircraft the way I'm expected.
Clear Rovaniemi, 04 right, Stefano 4 Charlie departure, initially 4000, squawk 4631, Red Nose 2524.
Scandinavian 711, wind 0503 knots, runway 04 right, get takeoff.
Runway 04 right, clear takeoff, Scandinavian 711. Are you ready? Takeoff. Takeoff. Set and checked.
Line up check completed. 80 knots.
Checked.
Red Nose 2524, stand 23, request push and start.
2524, stop and push back is approved facing northwest.
Push and start approved face northwest, Red Nose 2524.
Positive climb, gear up. Gear up.
Gear up selected.
Right, I forgot to set all the speeds in the FS2 crew. That's why.
Scandinavian 711, Helsinki data 19.1.
19.1, thank you. Scandinavian 711. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 11 set.
Flaps 0. Flaps up.
Contact Helsinki Tower on 118.6.
Apologies, Helsinki Tower 118.6, Finnair to November Papa. Thank you so much. Have a good evening, ciao.
Helsinki approach, good evening. Scandinavian 711, 4,000 feet.
Scandinavian 711, Helsinki radar, set squawk mode started, please.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel Experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Have a good flight.
Yes, that's coming up. Well, that's fine. They could do that until 280 knots or something, so that's not a problem.
Oslo India confirm that will be low approach.
Affirm, Oslo India.
Oslo India, Roger, after low approach, sliding 010, climb to 4,000 feet.
After low approach, heading 010, climb 4,000, Oslo India.
Scandinavian 711, radar contact, climb to flight level 280.
Climb to level 280, Scandinavian 711.
056 Papa, contact Helsinki control on 121.3.
Right, there we go. VNAV climb, FMS EPR.
contact Helsinki control 121.3 Finnair, moro.
Oscar Whiskey India established.
Oscar Whiskey India, contact tower 118.6.
Tower 118.6, Oscar Whiskey India.
And Powolpa, how to pronounce that? Sorry for the pronouncing. So Powolpa, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you so much for the wishes. Set standard.
6 Hotel Alpha Helsinki radar contact. Climb flight 280.
Flight 280, Finnair 6 Hotel Alpha.
Climb check. Oh, I think he's... Restart the checklist. Restart the checklist. I think we've desynced again. Man.
Checked.
Finnair 18 November, contact Helsinki Control on 121.3, terve.
Helsinki Control 121.3.
Climb check.
1 November, moko.
It's reading it, but it's not doing the checklist. Let's do climb check. So let's let him do the climb check items. See if that helps.
Helsinki radar, evening Finnair 27 Juliet, descending flight level 120.
Finnair 27 Juliet, Helsinki radar contact, cleared inter 7 Bravo, arrival runway 04 left, contact descent flight level 80.
Runway 04 left and into 7 Bravo.
Right, on our way. Looking good.
Arrival Finnair 27 Juliet.
And Finnair 27
Climb
Juliet,
check.
confirm continue descent to flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Finnair 27 Juliet.
Voyager 1. The problem is, if I hadn't chosen Luigi today on this flight, and people will go, why? Where's Luigi? So there we go. Alrighty. 10,000 feet. Going to climb speed here. So how can we get my first officer again to resynchronize? Yeah, exactly. We love Luigi. So let's go climb. So ignition to off. He's done everything there required, so that's all done. Disarm the spoilers. He has disarmed.
Finnair 27 Juliet, proceed direct bottom.
Right, let me restart the app and see if that works. Hopefully it does.
Direct bottom, Finnair 27 Juliet.
Hold on. 777 Bob, I think, isn't that just Sim as well? Hey Hayden, how are you doing?
Proceed direct Bangkok.
Was that for Scandinavian 711 direct to Pogok?
Hey, firm proceed direct Pogok.
Thank you much, direct Pogok, Scandinavian 711. Right, so we go. Execute. Can we do that? Yeah. 777 Hold on, surely there is a direct to, right? There we go, direct to, found it. Pogok, put that in there, and execute. It is.
Passing 3,200 to 4,000.
It is indeed.
India, regarding radar contact, then left heading 250, expect vector for 04 left.
Left heading 250 for 04 left, Oscar Whiskey India.
Scandinavian 711, contact Helsinki Control on 121.3, bye-bye.
121.3, thank you, bye-bye, Scandinavian 711. Yeah, the Microsoft sounds are pretty much 70%, so that's not the problem. Can we set anything?
Finnair 56 Papa, resume on navigation direct Oslo.
I don't have that on my phone.
Roger.
Climb check. Restart the checklist.
Runway 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available.
Genex 2159, runway 22, clear to land, wind 220 degrees, 8 knots.
Also for your safety. Thank you.
Helsinki Control, good evening, Scandinavian 711, passing 172, climbing flight level 280.
Scandinavian 711, Helsinki Control, hello, radar contact, climb flight level 320.
Scandinavian 711, climbing level 320. Right, 320.
56 Papa, turn left heading 330.
Well, one thing that is quite loud is the that vibration ticker in the standby instruments.
FedEx 985, clear the runway 2 Charlie, arrival runway 21, when ready, descend flight level 100. FedEx 985, clear the runway 2 Charlie, arrival runway 21.
Nice, so what we can do is we can have a look at the changelog of the Maddog. I know it's a quite a popular add-on.
Proceed direct to Nepix.
And let me just dial down these sim sounds a bit.
Negative. Are you able to proceed direct Nepix?
Yes, I am.
Oh, the VATSIM sounds I meant.
Thank you. Fly heading 330 for now.
Heading 330 for now.
Yeah, Bob, that's correct, yeah. So fly the Maddog. News and updates. New installer. That was June 15th. News.
Scandinavian 45 Mark November. Contact Helsinki radar 119.1.
Let's go to
119.1. Scandinavian 45 November.
FS Elite. Right, yeah, I published a new video today, guys, regarding VR. Now, I've had a VR headset for quite some time, the HP Reverb 2, but I've only used it in DCS, really. I've messed about with it a little bit.
Nordic 5 Kilo Juliet, proceed direct to Umpil.
In Max Flight Sim. But really, I could only use it with a 2080 Ti graphics card in airplanes like, just GA aircraft, and it would, run all right. But any kind of airliner, the performance was just, not good enough to have any decent FPS or resolution. Now, that has changed. So with the 4090, I was quite curious, and I noticed that, for example, in DCS, the performance is really, really good. And so I've been playing around with the Apache in VR, and it is scary. It is so good. It's just so much fun. I'm not saying, it's completely perfect in the sense of you have the same kind of resolution as you have in looking at your monitor. No, that's not the case. It is still, in somewhat a little bit blurry, especially if you're using a upscaler or upscaling. You will have that, obviously, but if you do that with like 90% resolution and then just only upscale, let's say 10%, then it's actually quite nice. And so I tried it today in Microsoft with the Phoenix, and now I can relate to my real-world flying in the A320, and it is mind-boggling to be able to sit at home at your PC in VR and look around the flight deck, and it feels so much like in real life in the sense that you can naturally move around, look around, and throw the switches in the way you do in real life. Now again, reading the labels obviously depends on the settings you have, but I had actually no problems with the HP reverb. The only thing you have to do is you have to center your viewpoint in the G2 so that you can actually see the dials, everything clearly. But you can, from this view, you can actually read off everything that you are required to read off. So that's actually very good indeed. FPS, now my reverb either goes to 45 FPS and syncs that up so you have a nice smooth experience, or if it's possible then you go up to 90 FPS, but I've only achieved that in DCS at let's say higher altitude, 2,000, 3,000 feet and above. So but still 45 is still very smooth indeed. So yeah, quite fascinating experience. Pablo, G2 works with 6.8, quite legible. My cap no, but yeah. Yeah, so you don't have to. One thing you cannot do, guys, and that's where people sometimes go wrong. If you use either Steam VR or if you use what I'm using, OpenXR, then that does the upscaling already, that add-on, right? So if you have that add-on running, and in Microsoft you also use DLSS to try to get better FPS, then you have double the upscaling. So that does not make sense, because of course you're going to have a lot of blurry screens that way. Hey Alpha, how you doing? Yeah, Rusty, no doubt. I'm saying that it's for people. I know that quite a number of people here in the Flight Sim world actually already have gotten a 4090. Well, I think even a 3090 would work with VR headsets. So, so yeah, that's just the thing. It's just it's an interesting experience to have that now in flight simming. But I will still say DCS is double the fun compared to Microsoft Flight Sim in the sense of how good it performs. But still, now I can actually enjoy doing VR in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I will definitely do that when I'm flying VR aircraft offline. So of course, streaming is difficult in VR. People will get sick of it very quickly because it's very jittery for the viewer. And also, if you try to stream it, you have to limit yourself to one rendered eyes, if you like. So you have VR goggles. You have two screens that will show up on your OBS, for example, if you stream with OBS. So you have to have a plugin that then only takes one of the screens from your headset. No, Milton, of course not. Again, we're just at the beginning of now, or reaching the point with the 1490 or 4000 series where in Microsoft Flight Sim, VR is actually becoming something you could seriously consider doing, regularly. Yeah, Rusty, that's one thing. So with VR, and depending, of course, on your field of view, you actually have that peripheral vision. Yeah, so if you get 120, I don't get. I have 95, I think 95 degrees on the reverb, or 98, somewhere in that region. But there are headsets out there that have 120 degrees, and with that, it must be even better regarding that sensation. So we just got VNAV captured 320. Just make sure we do the level off here. We will check en route now. Let's have a look. Where's my button gone regarding my aircraft position? Where is that?
FedEx 985, proceed direct to Tut.
Has that moved? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's Simlink again. I know I have Simlink installed. Hang on. Let me just restart that. Hold on. Ha! Got it. There we go. So just prior Pogok. Perfect. Oh, we can actually track mode as well. That's nice. And then you can go follow mode as well. Cool. Nice. Yeah, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful. That should have been 1032 as well.
So thank you. Good evening, Ryanair 69 Echo Micro descend on flight level 100 speed 270.
Ryanair 69 Echo Mike, Helsinki control, hello radar contact. Cleared Namgo 2 Charlie, arrival runway 21.
Namgo 2 Charlie for runway 21, Ryanair 69 Echo Mike.
And Helsinki, a very good evening. It's EG6069. I don't know. Well, 100 as well.
Air Scotsman, you say the Oculus has Oculus Mirror that has stabilization settings that works well.
6069 Helsinki control, hello radar contact.
Okay.
Namgo 2 Charlie, arrival runway 21.
That's interesting, Scotsman. I didn't know about that. Okay. That is interesting. Yeah, and of course, development is ongoing regarding the headsets. Now, obviously, with the 1490 on the market, having more power to utilize, and also what I've still noticed, if you're doing VR, for example, and in OpenXR, you get an overlay, FPS overlay, that tells you actually what's limiting. And it's literally all the time you have CPU limiting. It's not the GPU at all.
Roger. And 8606 minus speed 250 or greater.
How is the metaverse in VR? Well,
250 or less.
You know, it's not as sharp as you would expect in the real world, but it's getting better and better. It is fun. It really is. What do you think of the MD-80? Is the plane you'd like to have flown back in the day? Well, I mean, I've flown the old 737 Classics
6069,
and
tower 118.7.
this aircraft, so I can relate in the sense of feeling what it takes to fly this kind of aircraft, and it would have been a challenge, but it's a lot more hands-on and a lot less switch off NTIs, a lot less computer governed like the Airbus these days, right? Yeah, the thing is, well, Dindari, that's interesting. No, so mixed reality. Yeah, you don't have that. You don't need that running with Microsoft. Obviously, Microsoft. I have just the sim, and I could go if I pressed. So my headset is plugged in. If I press Control Tab, VR will start. So that's internally in Microsoft Flight Sim. So let's say in OpenXR, which I could bring up as a menu in VR, and I have set 100% resolution, so no upscaling, then it will take the actual settings you have in Microsoft. So if you have TAA, for example, it will exactly use that. Yeah, sorry, the FS2 crew, yeah, it's computer-based, so...
Rex, correction, China X1 Delta Bravo, Helsinki Control, good evening, radar contact cleared, AVM 2 Bravo, arrival, runway 16.
So liner, climb check, seat belts. That was it. That's off. It's done everything. Right, next is descent check.
Oscar Yankee, proceed direct Padma.
Weather is good. Runway is wet. ILS approach, threats, weather. There we go. Cool. Oh yeah, we're gonna find the settings, or the changes in the update for the Maddog-X. So the change log, GSX Pro integration, that worked. Now SimBrief integration for automatic download of latest OFP and EFB from EFB. Okay. So where is that? ATS. Right. Now, again, the question is, now I've only updated the SimBrief ID here. Now, and again, I'm just wondering if it's, let me just check something. If it's my ID number, or if you have, or the ID name. That's what I'm wondering. Oh, that's not in the EFB disregard. That's in the manager. Yeah, installed versions up to date. That's correct. So that's all fine. And let me find that again. Additional options. Yeah, it's ID number, right? Yeah. Well, maybe then it requires a restart. Maybe that's the other issue.
Control, Scandinavian 427 inbound by to flight level 120.
Scandinavian 427, Helsinki Control, hello, radar contact, flighting 010, vectoring ILS approach runway.
Yeah, so Cry Read, I've done exactly that. So how... Yeah, I guess it needs a reload of the whole aircraft then.
Jetset 56, Papa Uniform, request descent, please.
Jetset 56, Papa Uniform, Helsinki, hello, clear to Lusep 3 Bravo arrival, runway 04 left, descend flight level 100.
Descent level 100, and say again the arrival, Jetset 56, Papa Uniform.
Lusep 3 Bravo arrival.
Ropus 3 Bravo arrival, Jetset 56, Papa Uniform.
All right. So we'll check again next time. So what else do we have? Added all missing ACARS pages. Cabin packs light dim when seatbelt signs is switched on. Okay, let's try that. So that's pretty bright, right? So let's switch those two on. Yeah, that has dimmed a bit, hasn't it?
Lufthansa 110 Helsinki Control, hello, good evening. Radar contact flighting 270, descend 2,300 feet, QNH.
No, it's not. Hang on. Lol. That's the same. Yeah, no, there's no difference. Yeah, it looks the same.
Lufthansa 110, flighting 240, descend at 2,300 feet, QNH 1036.
Control Jetset 5, Papa Uniform.
So it's connected, and it says, hang on, just make sure I don't spoiler my name. Yeah. So installed versions up to date. The only thing that may be an issue is on the livery manager, I don't see my livery. And I think that's a problem. Because these liveries are... They were already installed from the previous version.
Go ahead.
Sorry, sir, could you confirm our star for us again, please?
Lusep 3 Bravo.
The Lusep 3 Bravo, thank you, sir. Jetset 56 Bravo, Papa Uniform.
Scandinavian 711, contact Sweden Control 118.4, goodbye.
118.4, good day, Scandinavian 711.
Scandinavian 427, turn left heading 2.
Yeah, I will do a complete reinstallation again. I will do that from scratch for the next one. Or next time we fly. So you can add it weather clients for Meta, ATIS, VATSIM, or CPDLC, or NCPDLC. Added printing of ACARS messages.
Chanix 338, continue flying flight with 310.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm thinking that it's a livery issue, really.
Transavia 17, Juliet, when ready, descend flight with 290.
Descend flight level 290 when ready, Transavia 17, Juliet.
God kväll, Sweden, Finland 600 Alpha, flight level 340.
God kväll, Finland 6 Hotel Alpha, Sweden, identified. Proceed direct to Moxam.
Direct to Moxam, Finland 600 Alpha.
Sweden, good evening, Scandinavian 711, flight level 320.
Good evening, Scandinavian 711, Sweden, identified.
So let's do...
Scandinavian 1707, when ready, descend flight level 290.
When ready, descend flight level 290.
Oh, there's Stockholm, look at that. Cry Reed, do you know if the Scandinavian livery that I'm using today, that's from flightsim.to. And I think
Scandinavian 4755 on passing 2000.
yeah, I've done that, Cry Reader.
4755. Identified, climb flight
I did all that. No, I think something went wrong with the update.
Climb flight level 180.
And I got fooled because, like I just showed you, on the manager, it said you're up to date. And that's what I thought, okay, so good. So everything worked as expected. Unfortunately, that is not the case.
Scandinavian 126, wind 050 degrees 6 knots, Zombie 17, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from a 17, Scandinavian 126.
Lol. So let's do that. Oslo charts. Here we go. Now, apart from that,
Sweden Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie, request taxi.
the cockpit looks fantastic. I mean, the lighting, spectacular, isn't it?
Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie, taxi, holding point of 08.
Taxi on part 08 Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie.
All right, so Oslo, we don't have any control there probably, so we expect one right for landing.
Scandinavia 1 to November, vacated runway 03 at Foxtrot.
Scandinavian 1 to November,
And that's the arrival routing. Isaba for Lima. So Arne for arrival. We'll check the waypoints in a minute. And quite often, obviously, you would get a shortcut at some point. That's why they've made this arrival this way. And you can see it's not a DME arc or anything like that. It looks like it, but it's not. It's just ANF coded. The important thing is that Golf Mike 403 is flight level 100. So actually, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to put that in the fixed page.
Scandinavia 1 to November, it was stand 15, correct?
Affirm, stand 15.
So that's 200 miles to go. We have to lose about 20,000, 22,000 feet. That's about 70 miles with deceleration. So 70 miles prior, and we have a bit of headwind, I guess. Yeah, 48 knots headwind, so plenty of time. Fuel state, we've still got 8.4, 8.8 roundabout, well, 8,750, and I expect it to arrive with about 7.3. So it's a bit of extra fuel as well. Oh yeah, you're right, I can set the cruise power there. Fantastic. Cool, thank you. So, can we do a fuel check?
Chanex 338, free speed.
A Buri at 1908. So we departed.
Scandinavian 4755, climb flight
Let's have a look.
50.
Menu, carts, flight lock. So we took off at 1814 UTC. Bit delayed.
Scandinavian 1 to 6, identified
So
4,000
a
feet.
Buri was supposed to be at
Flight level 280.
1906. The fuel should be 5.2 plus 2. 7.2 is the fuel we're supposed to have. So we're going to be 2 minutes behind the plan but that's all right. And 5.2, 7.2, so about 700 kilograms more than required.
Hotel Charlie, runway 08, cleared for takeoff, left turn departure.
Ah, Bob, no worries, no worries.
4 knots.
08, left and out, clear for takeoff, 03, Hotel Charlie.
That's Stockholm to the south.
Transavia 17 Juliet to continue descent flight level 100.
Yeah, Luigi quit his job on takeoff somewhere.
1707, when ready.
I'm just having a look what I did wrong.
Here for level 100, Scenario 1727.
I probably didn't say takeoff clearance received, and then close the checklist by saying takeoff clearance completed. Now, what I'm missing is a kind of procedure. So you also have that in the app. So sometimes it will give you some clues there. Now, just prior top descent, so I'm hoping that I'm going to kind of reconfigure or trying to get him to reconnect for the descent. Bob, yeah. No, Luigi, we know, or he knows that we love him, so all good.
Sweden Control, good evening. Alpine 43, Hotel Charlie stand 62, ready for push and start.
Alpine 43, Hotel Charlie, push and start is approved.
Push and start is approved for Alpine 43, Hotel Charlie.
Nordic 3, Hotel Charlie, we are 2,500 feet,
Right.
5,000.
Out of curiosity, guys, who here on stream, now we have about 250 viewers at the moment in total. How many of you actually have a VR headset? And those that do use it in Microsoft Flight Sim? Is the fuel indication working? Yeah, it's decreasing. So center tank at the moment is decreasing. So here we've got total fuel. Fuel flow, that's a fuel used. And that is the current fuel. Where's my fuel flow? EGT, N1, N2, fuel used. Hang on. Okay, Dendarian.
6 Hotel Alpha.
ASA, Mixed Reality, and yes, DCS, Elite Dangerous, FSX, FS 2020, and explain. Yeah, absolutely. P3D, I don't use it in P3D either. It just does not look good either. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Always, yeah.
Thank you for
Same for me.
Good evening and bye-bye.
Starson, thank you for the feedback. You have one, but you've not used it in Microsoft yet. Try it out. See if you like it. Especially now, if you do the following: start out in a smaller aircraft. You know, let's say Kodiak or the 414 Cessna. You know, something small, and try it out there, and then try an airliner. See what performance you get. Yeah, Scotsman, the thing is, again, you know, for me, only with the 4090, it has become attractive to use it in Microsoft Flight Sim. Only VFR, 777, yep.
Scandinavian 126, proceed direct.
Now, the VR headsets are getting...
Directly, Luke, Scandinavian 126.
Are getting cheaper, absolutely. Right, so fuel center pressure low. So let's put the center pumps off. Yeah, I'm following along the developments in these VR goggles, not in detail, but I'm kind of picking up, from the sidelines where I've heard the Pimax 8K having, was it 4K per eye, obviously. Crazy. I mean, I'm honestly seriously wondering how it will perform on a 1490 at those resolutions. Surely, again, you can only kind of upscale. Let's say you're running 2K and then you upscale it to 4K, but that will again make some stuff blurry, so I'm not sure how that works. Hey Roy, good evening, how are you doing?
Scandinavian 126, continue climb flight level 310.
Continue climb flight level 310, Scandinavian 126.
Yeah, the HP reverb that I have is not bad, but it's definitely not top of the line. That is...
we request level 360 if possible.
Sims Caesar. You're right. For each eye, you need one 4090. Well, maybe your own power kind of, little power supply in the backyard. Some diesel motor driving a electric generator or something. Roy, so what I've noticed today testing the Phoenix, and again had TAA, no DLSS, no upscaling. So I've not optimized anything when I did my video today that I published, and then it's actually fairly smooth. There are some stutters from time to time, but rarely, and all in all, it is smooth and enjoyable. So that's the first time I can actually say that here in Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, so Vakara, that's the next thing, isn't it? I know in DCS, for example, you can get VR gloves. And then there's, with your hand hand coordination, you have sensors that pick up the position of your hands. And then you can actually, in VR, move around, and not with your mouse, but with your hand and fingers, point to switches, and then actually move the switches with the hand gesture or finger gesture. Hey Mark, hello. Nice to see you back. How you doing?
Scandinavian 126, cleared Nilug 2 Juliet, runway 01.
You'd like the Vajo Aero, but they're so expensive, yeah. Oh yeah, another thing is...
Cleared Nilug 2 Juliet, runway 01 left, Scandinavian 126.
Right, so... there's another thing with the technology in VR goggles. The newest ones are actually looking at your retina and kind of move, or your eye at least, and follow the movements, and will
controlled, it appears
adjust the sharpness on the screen for you.
Can we get it over the frequency? Scandinavian 126.
To where you're looking at. So, like today, when I was, flying the approach, I had to physically move my head up and down to stay in focus, to see everything sharp, because the center, so the sharpness is about, let's say this size, the sharp field of view, and then you have to look up again. And so, with those newer headsets, you move your eyeballs. You don't move your head, you just move your eyeballs, and the headset registers that and moves along that area of sharply rendered screen with it. So that's what I mean with the next kind of level of immersion. Why does the controller use non-standard phraseology? What did he use non-standard, Elise? Or Elise? Welcome. I didn't quite follow that.
Scandinavian 1707, descend altitude 5,000 feet, local QNH 1029er.
Clear 5,000 feet, and connect 1029er. Scandinavian 172.
So we have about half now, 35 minutes.
Finnair 18 November, request descent.
Finnair 18 November, descent flight level 220.
Descent flight level 220, Finnair 18 November.
Scanning 126.
Also wondering for our next flight if we have any control. Oh, nice.
You are quite far away, but
we've got Munich ground tower.
Will do, Scandinavian 126.
And we even have Bremen radar as well. Beautiful. I hope they stay online that long.
Sweden control, still no ATIS. It was the same in Sturup, so it might be on my end, Scandinavian 126.
Yeah, there's no ATC in Norway.
Okay. The Metroport Arlanda, wind 070 degrees 4 knots. Cover K, temperature -2, dew point -2, QNH 103.
Roy, what graphics card and what CPU do you have?
Visibility 5,000 feet in snow, and the transition level 5.5.
Thank you for that. QNH 1034, Scandinavian 126.
Station calling, just some noise.
Let's check the current weather in Oslo. They have light snow showers, few 2,300, overcast 2,700, 0 degrees, 1033 on the altimeter. Oh, that's a very good graphics card. And then, well, AMD, I'm not sure about AMD. Are you, so you use exactly the same values? Let me just check my values I have on Discord. Because of course those were still the ones I had for the 2080 Ti.
Easy 43 hotel. Sorry.
And the reason why I haven't published the new settings yet is because I was actually wanted to use DX12, but the problem is there are scenery issues quite often if you use DX12. So you have like some tiles, so some basic tiles coming through, you know, the payware add-ons. And it looks really bad. So that's why I've switched back to DX11 for now. And I hope they get that fixed quickly. So just checking. TAA, high and high. Yeah, Clouds Ultra. Oh, another question, Roy. What frequency do you have on your monitor? 60 hertz or? And what FPS can you actually see in that Microsoft FPS counter? Yes, Marwan. I've been to Amsterdam many times in my last 15 years, flying short range.
Scandinavian 1707, contact.
So it says 60 hertz. Okay. Now, Roy, here's the thing. The problem is that you're probably not reaching 60 FPS all the time in the flight sim. And so when you use VSync on, that means that the FPS cannot sync up properly with the 60 hertz monitor. That only makes sense if you have more than 60 FPS, right? Then it can downscale to 60 and smoothen everything. So in your case, it may be advisable not to use VSync, but use G-Sync or FreeSync if your monitor supports that. Have you tried that? Yeah, Bob, that's also a good suggestion. So let's say you have 120 hertz and do it a third refresh rate. then it will sync up to 40 FPS, but smooth. Yeah, so you can see there's many options. But again, what will not work properly and not give you a smooth kind of picture is if you have 60 Hertz and only 50 FPS and then VSync. That doesn't work. Yeah, Howie, that's also a nice setup you have there. Yeah. Yeah, just now I'm using 60 Hertz on the monitor, but I have that at half refresh rate sync. So I have 30 FPS frame rate, but it is just completely smooth on my monitor. It's just absolutely amazing. So no complaints in that regard. Yeah, so Roy, you could change that to 50 and to 33, I think. So play around with that and see if that, at some point, let's say you have 40 FPS and VSync on. Yeah, try 33, VSync on, and you can see if it's working. If you bring up your FPS counter, and then you actually get a third of your monitor hertz, so monitor frequency, then you know that's working.
Speedbird 781 Charlie, continue climb flight level 360.
Put in a serial and get 90 FPS. Right, we're reaching top descent.
Scandinavian 711, when ready, descent flight level 220.
Just about to call you, thank you. When descent now, flight level 220, Scandinavian 711. So we are going. Hold on. Oh, top descent is not reached yet. So let me go vertical speed first of all. So we got vertical speed 220.
Scandinavian 153.
You're getting 20 FPS. Oh yes, because hang on. No, you need to set your monitor to, if you can, to 144 Hertz. Yeah, so that makes sense, right? If you've got 60 Hertz, a third of that is 20 FPS. But that shows you VSync is working. Hey Andre, good evening. How about you fly to alternate series? You could fly to alternates from real life destination fly, listed in the OMC. Maybe it will help you should you ever have to divert. Yeah, of course, Roy. The percentage, it says 100% monitor refresh rate, 50% monitor refresh rate, right? So if you put that to 50, so before you change the monitor frequency, try 50%, and then you should get 30 FPS, and it should be smooth. Try that first of all. Here we go. So we've got now in the VDEF range. Now, initially, yeah, I want to be on VNAV, but to be fair, expecting maybe a shortcut. Hey, MCK, good Abend. Do you play in other games besides flight simulators? Well, I have 4 different flight simulators. So Microsoft, X-Plane 11, 12, P3D, and DCS. And I literally have no time to play anything else. Maybe when I retire at some stage, then have more time. Good. So we need to be Golf Mike 403 at level 100. So let's have a look. There it is. So that's inserted. Speed to 50. Well, that's from Iseba. Actually, speed to 50. That's interesting. So let me try that. Invalid entry. So we can't change that. Yeah, MCK, and again, of course, it is all referenced to, we've got enough to send, to the 4090. I hope I cleared that up, or stated that clearly. That prior just using the 2080 Ti, which is a good graphics card. Hey, Roy, fantastic. Yeah, see if that helps you with the smoothness. Don't worry so much about the FPS now. Just fly around and see if it gets smoother that way.
Hello, Nordic 77 Charlie, Sweden, identified. What is your request for flight level?
It was 160, but I'm at 190.
So let's set everything up regarding the approach.
Nordic 77 Charlie, Roger. Cleared Landvetter, Risma for Lima, 403.
Risma for Lima for 03, Nordic 77 Charlie.
So ILS. 1 right.
10 minutes.
So that's what we would expect by Insuf. Nosla Seaman on the ILS out of 3,500. Elevation is 670. Got a 3-degree angle. Inbound course 012. And
Scandinavian 153. Push and
so
start.
let's set the 012 already. Yeah, MCK.
711, contact Polaris 118.875. Good evening.
118.875, thank you so much. Good night from Scandinavian 711. Polaris, okay. Interesting.
Sweden control.
Yeah, and top notch at the moment VR is DCS.
Requesting clearance.
Yeah, Roy, welcome.
Bergen with information Lima.
God kväll, Red Nose 42 Sweden. Clear to Bergen. Aros 3 Lima. 5,000 feet. Squawk 5.
875. And the question is that I had in the video was, I wonder what, you know, a good laptop these days with a 4090, would it perform in the same manner without burning up? Polaris Control, good evening. Scandinavian 711, passing 230, descending 220.
Scandinavian 711, Polaris. Good evening. When ready, descend flight level 120. Cleared Eseba for Lima arrival. Expect runway 01 right for landing.
When, the Scandinavian 71, descent level 120 now, and flying the Eseba for Lima arrival and expecting 1 right for landing. Thank you. Alright, as cleared, as filed.
Scandinavian 711, clear direct Insuf.
Oh, that's fantastic. Director Insuf, Scandinavian 711. Wow, okay, so forget the arrival route. Going straight to base. And that means direct to, hold on, Insuf, execute. And so let's go VNAV. VNAV descend.
That's going to have 711 contact approach 120.45.
Approach 120.45. Thanks a lot from Scandinavian 711. I was flying too much windmill lately. I always want to say windmill. How many miles do we have? Why is it progress? 670 miles. Come on, you should descend now. Oh, there we go. Now it's coming in. Fantastic. Oh wow, we've got again. I'm very grateful for the controlling. Thank you so much. And that's information Lima ILS 1 right. 75 transition. Wind variable 2 knots. 10 kilometers. Gardaman approach. Good evening, Scandinavian 711. Just leaving 220, descending 120, inbound to Insuf, and we have Lima.
Okay, 711, Oslo approach, hello. Information Lima is correct, expect ILS-01 right.
Expecting ILS-01 right, thank you, Scandinavian 711. Yeah, it's the MD-88, correct. So let's set the course.
and approach low, Finland 1 at November, passing flight level 110, descending 5,000 feet.
Finland 1 November, Oslo approach via insult cleared LS runway 01 right, QNH 1033.
QNH 1033 via insult cleared LS.
No, Marwan, no. My call sign in real life I don't mess up, no. I mean, I use it so often, so... Is it 82?
Oslo approach...
oh yeah, right. Sorry, it says that here as well. I always get confused with 82, 88.
Nordic.
Because I have the 88, I think, in P3D.
Polaris, Christian Oslo approach. Hello,
So inbound
no
course
flight
is
plan.
set. And the
I
frequency
will call the
is
guys to the
11...
office, again, they are failing. Thank you.
95. So let me already dial that in here. And then Garderman is 1595. And approach, let's have a look. In it. There we go. So flaps 40. Let's do flaps 28. That should be enough. Performance, landing. And we're going to Echo November Golf Mike. Garderman condition is good. Medium. Wind is pretty much calm. Temperature. Although wind's variable, you want to do a little bit tailwind.
Good evening, November 7th.
Let's do 5 knots. Temperature 0 is correct.
November 7th, Echo Uniform Polaris, Christian Oslo approach. Hello.
1033.
Confirming a private jet or flying passengers.
Affirm private jet, November Echo Uniform.
November Echo Uniform. Expect Dallas, runway 01 right. Vectors, turn right heading 100.
Let's do...
Right 100, 01 right.
Medium. And the landing weight right now is...
In event 711, no speed restrictions, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1033.
No speed restrictions, descending 5,000, QNH 1033, Scandinavian 711. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Oh, he's alive! He's awake! Yippee! Right, so...
Approach Nordic 632, confirm receipt of the flight plan.
632, firm, ready to copy.
Affirm, ready to copy.
Nordic 632, cleared, Flesland, Atlap 5 Alpha departure, runway 01 left, initial time 7,000 feet.
Right, there we go. Because we're just at max landing weight, crazy heavy. We'll do...
to Bergen, Flesland via Atlap 5 Alpha departure 01 left, initial time
let's do
7,000,
28.
1437.
So 2.6 kilometers required. There we go.
November Echo Uniform,
medium.
5,000 feet, correction 4,000.
Okay, so we looked at the approach. What we'll do now is the minimums is...
November Echo Uniform.
Minimums is Cat 1, 870 feet.
And Nordic 632 is ready for push.
And the missed approach will
Nordic
go...
632, push and start approved.
Track 012,
you
2.5 from the ILS, right.
That's preferred, yes.
Track 048 to 4,000, and then we have radar vectors again. I am going to put the minimum here, 870. And what we can do also is maybe set a decision height just for the but where did we set that? No, hang on.
Approach hello, Nordic 417, passing level 188, descending on the arrival.
Nordic 417 Polaris, correction Oslo approach, hello, information Lima, expect ILS, runway 01 left, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, expect ILS 01 left, 3 Lima, arrival, Nordic 417.
Right, he said no speed restrictions. Let's do some speed brakes, shall we? There we go. Some speed brakes are out. Yeah, so I'm going to try 200 feet. Oh. Why is it out at hold? Huh? That's weird. Why did it go on hold? I set 5,000. Alrighty, so let's do that.
Air 18 November. Wind is calm. Runway 01 right, clear to land.
01 right, clear to land. Finnair 18 November.
Yeah, so my peripherals are kind of
November
interfering.
uniform, speed 200.
200, November, confirm.
Yeah, Rusty, we're going to do that with a checklist. Hang on. I'm just a bit behind, that's all. We're getting there. Now we're descending.
711 via INSUV clear LS, runway 01 right.
Via INSUV cleared the LS 01 right, Scandinavian 711. Cool. So, any questions?
No questions.
Right, clear Hotel Charlie, Oslo approach information, Lima, expect ILS, runway 01 left.
So, QNH.
Lima 401 left, Nordic 3.
1033.
Nordic 417, cleared direct Valbu.
I hate high pressure here in the sim. Right, speed brakes coming in. I'll forget the standby for now. Let's do vertical speed. Flaps 11. Oh, hang on. Flaps 11.
Speed checked. Flaps 11 set.
Slightly through the local airspeed, speed 180 knots.
10, November, confirm.
Descent check.
Fuel quantity.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Performed.
Landing data.
Set.
Descent check completed.
Right, 1,000 feet to go. Look at the lights. Beautiful. Now, let me just set the speeds. Right, we cleared the approach. So after INSUV, we can go and descend down to the next altitude, 4,000. And then inbound from Oslo, it'll be 3,500. So here we are, approaching INSUV. So let's go down.
November 3, uniform, turn left, tank 310.
310, November, confirm.
Flaps 15.
Speed checked. Flaps 15 set.
Right. So 1195.
Canadian 711, speed 180 knots or greater until 6 mile final.
180 or greater to 6 miles final, Scandinavian 711. So the ILS is set, both sides. I am going to go Autoland. Oh no, sorry, ILS. So ILS is armed. So 180 or more.
Nordic 417, descend to 5,000.
Oh, 180 actually. That's the runway, look at that. Localizer capture.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1033, Nordic 4,000.
Stabilizer motion.
November Echo Uniform, turn right in 340, clear LS 01 right. Question 01 left.
Right, 340, confirm 01 left, November Echo Uniform.
Affirm. Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie, descent flight level 100.
7100 Nordic 3 now, Hotel Charlie.
Transition, altimeters.
Set. Check.
Autopilot.
What? Speed. Careful with speed, good God. Just caught that. Ooh.
November Echo Uniform, speed 180 knots or less.
10 less, November Echo Uniform.
Finnair 1 at November, vacated 01 right.
Yeah, 1 November Tango.
Right, glide stop captured.
Tango
And
Lima,
missed approach 4000 is set.
And 39 Finnair 1 at November, next flight.
Scandinavian 711, wind calm, runway 01
Gear
right,
down.
cleared land.
01 right, 01 right, cleared land, Scandinavian 711.
2500.
Nordic 632, request taxi.
Nordic 632, taxi Golf November, holding point 01
Flaps
left.
28.
Speed checked. Flaps 28 set.
November, holding point 01 left, Nordic 632.
Final check.
Gear.
Down.
Ignition.
Set both. Set and checked.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Armed.
Flaps and slats.
Flaps 28, land.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final check completed.
Grazie. So, let's sync the throttles. Auto throttle is off.
500 above.
Grazie, checked.
Autopilot.
Right. So we're still a bit fast. It's trying to, that's always the thing with the Maddog. It's always tough to get the vertical speed correct.
Approaching minimums.
And the trim correct.
Minimums.
Continue. Continue.
1000.
1000 check. Let's get the thrust going again. Just get a little bit low. It's a little bit fast. There we go. Let's try to arrest that.
November Echo Uniform, wind is calm, runway 1, direction 01 left, cleared land.
300.
Influence November 7 Echo Uniform.
November 3 Hotel, question Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie, clear
Continue.
Insu descent 5000 feet, QNH 103.
Align.
Inserve direct 5 and descend 5000 feet, unit 1032, Nordic Gap 3 Hotel Charlie.
50.
Charlie negative, QNH 1033.
20.
Oh, sorry, 1032.
Bit off center line, come on.
Hotel Charlie, keep saying 1032, confirm 1033.
Flary.
1033 is we said, Nordic 3 Hotel Charlie.
Or Nordic 417 via Valby, clear LS, runway 01 left.
80 knots.
Clear 01
Checked.
Nordic 417.
60.
Checked.
Scandinavian 711, taxi Juliet, stand 61.
Juliet stand 61. Thank you, Scandinavian 71. After landing, check. So let's find the taxi chart. That's Juliet. Where's stand 61? Taxi chart. Parking stand 61. Oh, it's right in the corner. Beautiful. Who needs lights? They don't work anyways, unfortunately.
After landing, the check completed.
See that? If you move your...
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and
Restart the checklist.
safely at the gate. This will be your
Set and checked.
safe to move about the cabin. Gather your belongings and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with Stati Uniti today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
All right, we're going to be having a look at we're going to have a look at the scenery in a minute. And personally, I was a bit disappointed.
Engine anti-ice on.
No, I didn't say that. Leave. Crying out loud. They should be on. Right, 61. It's gonna be... Let's have a look if I find it. There it is. So 61. Let's do that. Gate. No. Let's do Scandinavian. Oh, hang on. Going the wrong way. Yeah, that will probably be my resume as well. Wait until the Orbix senior comes out.
Where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Arzan coming in with 31 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I have a feeling that Justin knows that there's new scenery coming out, so it obviously wants to be ahead of Orbix. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. The scenery here from Justin isn't bad. It's just very basic. And whenever I see this, so the very basic terminal outside textures, I'm a bit disappointed these days. My dear lady, are you sure? Okay. Yeah, because we've seen so much better. So now what? Can't see you. Lol, I'm gonna kick you off your ladder. Oh, GSX, please. Like why? Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to slew the aircraft in a minute. Let's put the parking brake on here. So GSX definitely wrong again. So that. Yeah, so it's Tony. I fully agree. So APU is online. So let's shut down the engines. Huh? What's wrong with the switches? Where's the click spot for that? Left click, right click, nothing's working. Anyone else have the issue? Oh god, thank you. Middle mouse wheel, I would have never guessed that. Captain Mike, thank you so much for that. Now, if you're wondering how I'm slewing, I've actually set the axes to my yoke, so I can actually slew the aircraft
Welcome aboard the Captain
with the yoke
Black
now,
Box
so I can go
Duo
and
experience.
pull and
Could
push.
new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where
that
complimentary
way you can
drinks,
really
snacks
smoothly
and premium flight infotainment will be served.
do that.
Thank you.
So that's really cool. Mark, thank you so much for gifting us up to Captain Mike. Exactly, big round of applause.
The boarding requested.
Parking check.
Parking brackets.
Set.
Flaps and slats.
Retract it. Oh no, not.
A few external power.
Established.
Fuel levers.
Off.
Anti-collision.
Off.
Hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Set belt switch.
Off.
Ice protection panel.
Off.
Transponder.
Stand by.
Parking check completed.
Grazie mille, Luigi. Did a good job as always. And we'll have a look at the scenery here. So again, this is something that disappoints me greatly. Right, so very basic scenery. Yeah, lighting is a bit basic as well. So daytime. Let's do this in clear skies. There we go. I know the airport very well. I've been here many, many times. So this is where a crew bus picks us up or lets us out. So I know the airport very well. Been here many, many times. And so yeah, you know, daytime, it's all right. It's not bad in daytime. But if they want to compete and if they want to keep up with, you know, what's going on with other developers, then yeah, they need to increase their performance just a tad. So you know, the first layer of internal simulate or internal texturing is a must these days, right? And they've done nothing in that regard. So Yeah, and the argument regarding FPS doesn't count anymore, to be fair. I don't see any bigger issues with, scenery that has, nicely interior modeled in the terminal. And I'll show you a good example with the next scenery. So we're flying from Munich to Bremen, and Bremen also has a new scenery out from FSDG. I know that Beautiful Models of the World also has a scenery for Bremen. Yes, of course, Bremen Airport, one of the most beautiful airports in the world. Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Vakaro. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't mess up the landing. But I didn't catch the landing rate. What was it? Yeah, a bit flary, if anything, so... Yeah, I'm glad Luigi woke up again to help us out with the items for landing. Because that does work. If it works, it does reduce the workload, absolutely, so... Cool. But I will check again my update, because apparently something went wrong in the process. So I couldn't really show you the improvements, which is a shame. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the gifted subs and for all the resubs. Thank you so much. And I will be back in about 10 minutes with the next flight from Munich to Bremen. My dear moderators, as always, thank you so much for all the help. Yeah, see you again soon. Take care.